So today we're looking at the rest of the Trailblazers in Team 2 and seeing if they live up to expectations. We have got the biggest one in there in Vinicius Jr. Now, obviously with him, he's coming in at an incredible price. Now, he's now coming in at 6.2 million, which is just absolutely nuts in price. He's kind of one of the ones really where you're like, okay, I'm not going to get him. Let's be real. There's going to be very few people that truly get him. Maybe Champs Rewards is your best chance for him. But he is obviously incredible. The one thing to note with that card, though, also, we have changed to Playstyle Plus from Quick Step into Rapid. Now, I like the upgrade. It's +1s, what have you. Like, it's not necessarily a big upgrade in terms of that, but we like the card itself. It's a new upgrade on Vinny. We know it's very expensive also. His gold's still coming in at 1.8. I don't know about you, so leave it in the comments. I much prefer Quickstep this year. With the whole catch up on the defenders, naturally Rapid eventually is going to run out of steam. You've got to keep pressing the sprint button to be able to get it to work. Quickstep, at least you can kind of get away from the defender a little bit quickly and then manage to make your move after that. So I'm much more of a fan of Quickstep this year. Let me know your opinions on that. Regardless, still, he's obviously up there. Another one is going to be another absolute baller of a winger. Has now gone from Rapid to Quickstep, and that is the 5-star Dembele. Now, he obviously is in Team 2 at 1.4 as well. Very, very expensive, but also incredible in terms of what he kind of gives you. Now, that's kind of like the top two away. We have got a Rodman also at 1 million coins. She, again, is absolutely outrageously good. Trickster Plus, not necessarily my favourite, but I can kind of understand it. She didn't have a Playstyle Plus prior to this, so that is kind of fair enough. She had her 86, and then she had obviously the 84. It's a good upgrade. It's not necessarily, I'd say, 700k worth in my opinion. The Trickster will only get you so far in any scenario, so that kind of is what it is. Diaz, another great one for this week. Obviously, he's coming in with some high expectations. He's got himself that technical plus, which again isn't necessarily the greatest playstyle for anything, but another one that again had an 86 with no playstyle plus anyway. So at least he's kind of got a bit of an upgrade from that, and he is a fantastic card. Diaz is absolutely wonderful at 780. It's a respectable price for the Liverpool winger. If you need coins in FC25, lootbar.gg has you covered. They are the cheapest trading platform on the game, 8 to 10% cheaper than any others, 8% off if you use the code JT11 at the end at checkout, plus you get 5% extra on coins. With the fastest delivery system going, used by many FC25 creators such as Zorky, Manny Plus, and even Pro owners. So if you need any coins, head over to lootbar.gg, make sure JT11's in the promo code, and hopefully you enjoy. Now, like any team, we have got some low end as well. Obviously, it's not all meant to be top. We've got the likes of Samba. To be fair to him, he's not the worst keeper in the world. You can get something out of him. But we have got a few that do require a little bit extra care, to be honest. Like, you've got some 11Ks, some 12Ks. Realistically, they're only good for the objective at this point. Zachariah, throwing in a little bit. You've got Man. What's his first name, actually? You've got Dennis Mann, Mr. Man, love it. But again, not necessarily going to do anything crazy. He's got some nice pace on him. Obviously a 4-star, 3-star. You've got the Norwich lad for another championship player kind of special card. Always take that with a Relentless Plus. So really you've got a whole load of kind of just average players at this point. So that's kind of where we're going with them. I'd say realistically the keeper would go into an A. We'd look at Man more than likely in the A as well. Would go the centre-back in one kind of down. Pinged pass on the cam. Again, not necessarily the worst that it could be. He's 46,000, but realistically, he isn't going any more than an A+. If you've seen any of the other tier lists with all the other players, there's going to be very few, to be honest. They're going to be more B+ soon, because we have got a lot of medium fodder, like in that kind of middle. You look at like the Dybalas, then you look at the Bellinghams, who are kind of just scraping into the S at this point. We're starting to really see a vast upgrade across the board straight away. We've seen a Bellingham upgrade, now Haaland, then Vinny, then Neymar, Messi, Ronaldo, Mbappe. We're just going to go around again. They are all going to drop down one where their new cards will shine, And again, it follows suit once more. So we will start to see a lot more in that B+, I think, if I'm being brutally honest with them, and that's kind of where it's at. I do think Zachariah would keep himself as a DM quite highly up there. The only thing he needs really is the Playstyle Plus and maybe just one weak foot upgrade, but it will be interesting to see, do we get a special Playstyle Plus bonus on top? We saw it with the evolutions for the Informs. We saw the Power Shot Plus and also the Intercept. That would be absolutely perfect for Zachariah right now. We still have a few decent ones in there though. Obviously Pop, Bremer, Grimaldo and Grace, as well as then Bronze and the Egyptian striker. They're all coming in at some value, to be fair. Like Bremer, Block Plus, it's coming in at nearly 600k. Grimaldo, a little bit cheaper. Obviously he's got that left back down, but Ferland Mendy is going to be everybody's left back, especially with them double evolutions. Bronze with the Anticipate. Not terrible, to be fair to her. Then you've obviously got Grace with the Incisive Pass. She was way better as a DM. 4-star weak foot with obviously the Intercept would have been absolutely perfect for her. But they've gone the other end with her. And then obviously Pop's coming in at a solid 310. We can obviously make assumptions with it. I'd go Bremer as the S. I'd then go Pop, Grimaldo, and Grace all into that A+, a top-end sort of players, but not going to take into that S spot today. We obviously then have a lot of the kind of previous ones. Also Bronze, and then also the Egyptian Striker would go in that A+, with the Power Shot Plus, which has led us to a lot of the SBCs, the Objectives, and also Team 1, which obviously had some incredible cards. I'd still think Gabriel would come in the absolute top of a centre-back at the moment. Aerial Plus is still incredibly useful. If you've used Closer, Virgil, Morientes, obviously Gabriel as well, it is an incredible playstyle plus this year. Bonmati would still keep herself in there quite easily, in my opinion. We have got a few of the SBCs at the bottom, as well as Objectives. We see Rafinha. I'd happily go in the S. I wouldn't necessarily go too much more. Nuno Tavares. Again, kind of like Grimaldo. If Grimaldo's there, I'd say Nuno has to be there also. Little bit disappointed with Musiala, to be honest with you. I think he's a great card. Like, he's a named card. But the problem is, you look at the card itself at 485, which is a little bit less than what he was coming in at the past couple of days. It's a 470,000 upgrade for +1s and the same of everything. He got a couple of pluses in the role, fair enough. He may have got some extra stats across the board, like 1s on everything. Passing obviously went a little bit more as well as shooting, but realistically at 470, that is a lot of SBC fodder that you could put into the new base hero pack that will come out. The max 90 icon that more than likely will be next. There's a lot of gamble SBCs where you could get better for that price. I mean, I get it. It's an upgrade for him. He's a big name, but I don't think that SBC is kind of worth it, in my opinion. He's a lovely cam. He's a great card. I'm not disputing that. But for the upgrade that we've got, I don't think that card is personally worth it. It's just one of them that you either love it or hate it. We then obviously have Job, nice card in himself, obviously very similar to his brother. If then you throw in Job, Jude, and Hey Jude Evolution, you got yourself a 3-tier Bellingham at midfield. That's going to be relatively nice. Obviously, when we look at the likes of Jonathan David now, kind of becoming worse and worse, really, because we did have the evolution for the Power Shot Plus, which can go on his Inform, which, in comparison to First Touch, it's a lot better in my opinion. So again, with a 5-star, 3-star, it's nice, the lovely weak foot, but it's kind of already coming below what you need now. And if it weren't for the fact that we've obviously got the Egyptian strike in here, I'd probably go one down for both of them, to be honest. I probably will. I don't think they necessarily are going to be up there, in my opinion. We see a lot of the goalkeepers in there. We have got Lukeba. Decent card, very good SBC. Obviously another centre-back with some decent stats across the board. You're looking at 19,000. Obviously can go into the Turbo Evolution as well, which is always nice. I think if you're looking at that, it's one that's easy to do. Very cheap SBC. Then you can obviously make him into an 86. Why not? There's a potential of a later on evolution as well. He's relatively cheap fodder that you could go for, in my opinion. I'd go, with the 81 pace, 85, 83. I'd be looking at a solid solid to low A+. I think any more than that would be a little bit of a waste. Obviously, you've got a lot of the low end, as we knew from previous. Duran, I would still kind of go very close to. He'd be kind of next to the Egyptian striker, even with the turbo upgrade. We then obviously have got the left mid. Who we got? Who did we say? We said Robinson would probably now be looking into the A+ with Grimaldo and Nuno Tavares. Like I said, they're kind of stuck in that middle value, knowing that Ferland Mendy, Roberto Carlos, Teo Hernandez are all going to sit pretty at the top. They're kind of just slowly building until we get a big name in there. We've obviously got the right backs, not going to be good enough at this point. Kvaratskhelia, I'd still go a solid S. I don't know if I'd go any more than that. Bastoni, to be fair, if Gabriel is up there, I'd probably go with him there as well. Anticipate being one of the best Playstore pluses alongside Ariel. He's got to absolutely be up there. Cole Palmer would go up in here. I think Hemp would be just one lower. Stanway would be the same. Llorente as a right back, if he managed to just get an upgrade with a Playstyle Plus, he could be really, really up there. To be fair, in terms of right backs, there is not as many available at this point. I'd go up there as well. Pulisic, incredible upgrade. Banda would go... I'd go next to, obviously, Duran in that one. And then we've obviously got the lovely left mid for Spain as well. So let me know down below what you think of this list. We'll start from the bottom. It is starting to get a bit more tighter, kind of around these ends where most of them are not going to be used now. We've got a very clear meta in the game. And most definitely, it's not any of these, unfortunately. Unless they get an evolution, it's very much near towards the A+ and above at this point. Let me know down below what you think. Make sure you like and subscribe. Peace.